Hey, what's up, guys? The Shining Polaris. Wow, there's gonna be so much to cover. This is definitely gonna be over 10 minutes long. A great episode of AEW Dynamite. Today was definitely building it up to Blood and Guts next week. I will not be there, even though I really want to, but if you guys don't know, tomorrow is all out tickets, so yeah, gotta save money for that. So we're just gonna get right to it. I'm gonna try to talk about most of the stuff on today's show. So we start out with Jericho and a Kommander match. And great match as always. Of course, you have both of them. They're very talented wrestlers. But I will admit, I wasn't really super into this match. So I watched it and enjoyed it. But otherwise, okay, yeah, it's a great match. And Jericho won with the Lion Tamer. But afterwards is, of course, where you gotta pay attention. So you already know for a few weeks now, you have Don Callis coming out, and he's trying to get Jericho to join his family. I guess that's the name of his group. And this really made me believe that Jericho was going to be in Blood and Guts, but we will talk about that in a second. So Jericho still, he's not totally rejecting the idea, and you have Don Callis showing on the screen like when they were super young and working together. So he's like, remember those days? Like, let's do it again, that kind of deal. All right, and then next we have more of Jungle Boy and Hook. And I am not a fan of Jungle Boy, and I've said this many times, but I actually like what he's doing. I kind of like what he's doing right now because he's obviously turned into a baddie, and I like that he's like just running away from Hook, which is great. So today he was in his SUV and just hiding from Hook, but Hook comes from the other side, and I just like that as Jungle Boy tried to open the door and run away, Hook grabs him by his huge thing of hair. So I just thought that was great. I've said before, they're obviously building up to Hook versus Jungle Boy, and I think Jungle Boy's going to win the FTW championship in the future. So I don't know. Are they going to do that for Battle of the Belts, or are they going to wait that for a pay-per-view? I'm not sure. But anyhow, that was that. Next was for that tag team tournament thing. So it was Orange and Darby Allin versus Big Bill and Brian Cage. And besides MJF and Adam Cole, I really don't care for any of the other teams. So even though I'm a huge fan of Orange Cassidy, I will say that I kind of like that Orange and Darby lost, because I want Orange to just go back to doing his singles thing, which I'm very sure he's going to lose his championship soon, but I enjoy, at least enjoy the ride until it gets there. Anyway, so at the end of the match, it was the Mogul MC came out, and they tried to get, they were facing the team of Daniel Garcia and Sammy Guevara. Mogul MC comes out and tried to tell Daniel Garcia to use a skateboard to hit Darby Allin to cheat to win, but he didn't do that. So Swerve comes out and beats Darby Allin, and then that's when we have Sammy Guevara hits Darby with the GTS, and Jazz, or whatever, I guess they're not in Jazz anymore, they won. So good for them. So they're gonna they're gonna be in the finals. All right. And then, let's see. Oh, more of Don Callis. I actually went to the bathroom at that point, so I didn't really watch that, except Don's like, I'm going to be outside, be by myself, because the main thing of tonight is obviously the Blood and Guts announcement. So Don basically just saying, he's going to be by himself, and he's going to make that announcement. All right. Then, a lot of MJF and Adam Cole, and I just want to stress again that I actually really, really like that team. One thing I regret is not making an MJF doll, because I have an Adam Cole doll and he's so lonely. But I absolutely love what these two are doing. I know they're obviously going to fight at the end of this, but I hope they can just somehow keep them together just a little bit, because their segments are so funny. So they just had a little thing about them hanging out at a bar. And then after Adam Cole was like, no, we got to play video games. And that part was so good because MJF is like, I'm not a dork. I don't play video games. And then when he played with Adam, he just had so much fun. And Adam's like, you never played with another person before? And MJF's like, that's because you need friends for that. I was like, oh, how can you hate MJF after that? It's just so good. I hope they keep doing that. So their match was next. Just wanted to make sure. And who I already forgot who they were facing. But anyway, it was just, you only focused really on MJF I think I messed that. I think I did. Anyway, forget all that. I think I messed up a couple days in the last one. But anyhow, so with the tag team match with MJF and Adam Cole, you basically are just really focused on them because they're just super silly. Their entrance was probably the best part of that whole match. You have, Adam Cole doing like his boom thing, and MJF is just, syncing up with him, and it's so great. The whole thing was MJF wanted to do this double clothesline with Adam Cole. They tried to hit that a few times, but it didn't work. But regardless, they won, and afterwards they both hit a promo to the crowd, and MJF was like, who's the most over? He's like, yeah, MJF is the most over, but this guy, and he was like, do the thing, and Adam Cole does this, and he does that, and it's just so great. Like, I just love everything about it. They're just basically saying they're gonna win the tournament and be tag team champs. So my opinion on that, because obviously who are the champions is FTR, and I'm a big fan of FTR as well. I don't think realistically Adam Cole and MJF will win the tag team titles, but I will not hate if they did. The only thing is if FTR loses, then they must win the trios after that. Okay, I really want FTR to win the trios eventually. I think they're going to win their next match, Adam Cole and MJF, but I don't think they're going to beat FTR because of shenanigans and, of course, leading up to Adam Cole, MJF for the world title. So, so after that, there's a little segment with Jake Hager and Jericho, because Hager is basically, telling Jericho he was there since day one, and he don't like that Jericho's thinking about, breaking up the group and whatever. I don't really care for Hager, but I did felt sad that he took his purple hat off and he gave it to Jericho, and he's like, I just want answers. Like, what are you gonna do? And he's saying that he left his career to follow Jericho. So we're gonna see that. I'm very sure Jericho's breaking up the group, and then we'll just have a Hager versus Jericho match in the very near future. After that, we have for the women's Owen Hart. We have Skye Blue versus Ruby Soho, and of course I am rooting for hometown girl Skye Blue, but I already knew she was going to lose because Outcast is just very dominant and they cheat a lot. So so no doubt that Ruby won this, but Skye Blue looks great, and she's obviously one of the new hottest young women's wrestlers right now. So hopefully, even though she lost, I don't think she's buried or anything like that. She looks great in this match, and hopefully we see more Skye Blue matches in the future. Then after that we have what is it? Oh yeah, so today's what they focus a lot on Nick Wayne, because tonight was his debut on Dynamite. So they had another video package with Darby narrating about and Nick about Nick's family and everything about that to get you hyped for Nick Wayne's match. So after that, the match happened. Nick Wayne versus Swerve, and Darby Allin on the side, but he's kind of far away, so he's not interfering. So personally, this is what I thought. I thought that Nick Wayne was gonna win that, and even though obviously Swerve is one of the top guys in the company, I thought that Keith Lee was going to interfere in that match and cost Swerve the win. So Nick would win that match, and then we can continue on with Swerve and Keith Lee. But that did not happen. But so Swerve won that. But I will say, excellent match. I mean, Nick Wayne is so talented. Only 18, and he already probably wrestled for 10 years already. I'm joking, but he wrestled for a long time already. And, like, they were just talking about how he's in DDT. Obviously, I saw him many times in GCW, and he is just so good at 18 years old. I mean, absolute prodigy. So, really good match, even though he lost. Obviously, he is not buried at all. I mean, he looked really good, and I'm very sure they're going to be big storyline for him with Swerve in there. All right, so then lastly, we are at make sure there's no other things. No, I think that's it. Lastly, we are here for the main event. And I was thinking, if this was not the main event, then there was no big surprises, but this was. So here we go. Blood and Guts next week. Blackpool and Don's family is going to reveal who their 5th member, and Elite as well. So you have Don Callis coming out by himself first, and he's just ranting about Kenny Omega, betrayed the family, blah, blah, blah. And he has Takeshita with him out there. And so Kenny Omega comes out, and he immediately tries to beat up Don because he's pissed off. And who comes out to save Don? It is the 5th member of their group. Actually, surprise for me, it was Pac. So that was actually really good because I've said before, I was 1,000% sure that it was going to be Jericho because Jericho has done every single Blood and Guts. And I'm like, this is a way to have him in to keep that tradition along. But it ended up being Pac, which I think is great. I'm guessing Pac is he... I'm not really sure. Is he going to be part of their group now, the family group, and he's no longer with Death Triangle? I mean, I have no idea, but that's probably where it's going. I think it's a great fit. Pac was, he was talking to Omega saying long time he wanted to face him, so it's great. So, I mean, actually with Pac being in Blood and Guts, I really like that. So, they had Kenny in the chair, and you're going to have Pac, try to knock him out with that. And Kenny was like, look at the screen, guys, and you're going to see who our mystery partner is. So, of course, I'm watching it. The whole thing goes black, and I'm already sweating because I already know what's going to happen. And so you see it says, coming soon, or something like that. And then who they reveal, I know I'm wearing the shirt right now, but I have the other shirt right here. Can you even see it? Anyway, who is it? It is our golden star, Kota Ibushi. So yes, he was not there physically, but he was on the screen. And it was very cool. And I was like, yes, finally. So it was awesome. The whole rest of the Elite came out and to beat up everybody else out there, because it was not only, so you have, Takeshita, Pac, and Jon Moxley, and then who came out was the Hung Bucks. So so there you go. That's their 5th person. I'm very sure Blood and Guts will be sold out. I really wish I could be there. And to celebrate him making his debut in AEW, I have my Kota yarn doll up there with my Kenny doll. He's looking so lovingly at him. They're back together, Golden Elite. I love it. And if just in case you didn't know, I had my Kota doll finished weeks ago because I thought he was going to debut at Forbidden Door, so I had it made. And I'm very surprised no one caught him because he was in all the group pictures that I have of the whole Yarn roster. He's hiding behind Malachi Black, so that's where he is. So if you look at it, he's in there. So there, I try to make this very short because we're almost at 15 minutes. Sorry about the stuttering. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into doing my videos regularly and for my journey to All Out. So thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Twitter at Shining Polaris, Instagram at Shining Polaris, TikTok Shining Polaris AEW, and then follow the Yarn Bucks at YoungBucks_AEW. So there you go. Thanks guys for watching, subscribing, liking all my stuff. It really helps me out. So all right, and I will see you next time. Maybe I'll do a Rampage video, maybe not. We'll see. So all right guys, thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye.